Hi everyone, Jackie here back with my second video tutorial, and for this one we're going to make a project that I saw on Mixed Up Craft but that I had to resize to fit what I had. She did it for 2 Hershey bars, I've made mine for 2 Kit Kats. So I suggest you go check her out, she's awesome. You open it up and you get 2 Kit Kats. A pretty awesome little Valentine gift for somebody. For this one I used retired DSP, but I'm going to use some products that are available today for this one. Current products, that's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. Because I've already messed this video up once, I have already scored my card. We're going to use, today we're going to use the Bundle of Love DSP. We're going to use Petals and More Thinlits. We're going to use For Everything from Petal Palette and the Flower from Petal Palette. You need a piece of card that is 6 3/4 by 8 1/4. You need 2 bits that are 3 3/4, 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. You need 2 bits of those. For your DSP, the length is 2 1/2, and you need 2 bits that are 2 1/2 by 2 1/4, 2 1/2 by 1 3/4, 2 of those, 2 1/2 by 1, and 2 1/2 by 7/8. Did I tell you yes? 6 3/4 by 8 1/4. I'm going to score the long side at 3. I can't see for the sun. 3, 3 1/2. It's actually 2, 2 1/2 and 3, 6 and 7. Turn it portrait or the short side and you score it at 1, 1 1/2, 1, 1 1/2, 5 1/4 and 5 3/4. Okay. Then we'll score our other 2 bits. Now you score them on the short side at 3/8 and 7/8. And you do both the same. 3/8 and 7/8. Right, we can get rid of our scoreboard. Oops, nearly took everything with it. Right, let's do our burnishing now. You have to forgive the gloves. This one's not staying on like a good boy. Needs its bum beat. It's really cold here. It's been snowing and my hands get cold very easily. As soon as they heat up a bit, I shall remove them. I made this video yesterday and I must have made it 6 times, and each time I made it I cut the blooming thing in the wrong place. I'm telling you, I threw it all from me in a huff and went and made a cup of tea and went off and made some cards and forgot about it. So let's hope we haven't rocked the boat this morning and we do it all right. I've made myself a template in the hopes that I can actually cut it right this morning. So cross your fingers and let's get ready to rumble. Right, you want to you want to cut it, flip's sake, can't even speak. The first score line long ways, cut it into the second score line. coming down. Portrait, landscape, that's the way I learned. The third score line, landscape, to the second score line, portrait. Fold that back and cut them all out. You should have 2 rectangles and 2 squares to cut out. And you do that on the opposite side too. Score line 1 to score line 2. Score line 1, 2, 3 to score line 2. Fold it back and cut it out. Right, next one, you go up to the next score line and you're going to cut into the second score line again, and you're going to cut all 4 of these bits out because this is your top. So then I like to cut, see I did it again, Scott. I like to cut all my score line away completely. I just think it looks a bit tidier. Now, where's my corner rounder? Ah, there she blows. There we go. I'll heat it up a bit. Yay! Right. Oh my word, am I really going to do this? So if I put my template over the top, I want to cut from there to there so that when I fold this up, yes, that would be right. Yay, that's the right way. Oh my word. Now all we have to do is cut it right. You're cutting from the first corner to the second. From the outside to the first score line and a diagonal. From the outside corner to the first score line. And from the outside corner to the first score line. The outside corner to the first score line. Oops, it's a bit messy looking, that bit didn't come off. Right, tape, where's my tape? I'm going to stick a wee bit of double-sided tape on the bottom of these two. On the bottom of this one. These are going to be my 2 inner sections. Come off, you beastie. Right. This one goes at this score line, right at the bottom there. You want to go right in so that it's sitting just above that score line. Get down. Okay, then this one goes right at the edge of this one. Okay. And then this will fold up like this. This will fold up like this. First of all, I want to put on my DSP. Where's my tape runner? Right, I get it. Much quicker than putting double-sided tape on. So these 2 bits are for these 2 bits. Inside, the 2 inside bits. Okay, One down. Two down. Right, now, does this bit go on here? It does. Where's my corner rounder going? There she goes. I just want to round the corners of that to match that. Then this bit's going on the top. You didn't actually have to put this bit on the top. I just like the way it looks. Just the same as you don't have to put a bit on the back there if you don't want. If you don't want to use any more DSP. Me, I like to use it all, make it all look pretty. Pretty. As my daughter would say, it's pretty. That's only because she's got 4 cats. We used to have 4 cats a year ago, now we've only 1. Unfortunately. Right, he's asleep at the corner. Thankfully the dog doesn't come into my craft room, only when he's looking for something. Because he's massive. A big Siberian Husky. Wonder if I could do this with this. Let's try it and see. Maybe. Maybe. Oops. Yay. This way. I was just going to say, I know I brought the glue over, but I couldn't see that. I couldn't see it. I just use them to hold it, and then I'll put a bit of glue on too, because this is going to the charity shop, and I didn't want it falling apart on them. They wouldn't be very happy with me, would they? I only have one husband, thankfully, so I only need one. I know, I'm bad. There we go. Of course, that's hard to put on. I haven't much strength in my wee hands. And oh, I forgot to get out my. I knew I would forget something. Thankfully they're only here. I forgot to get out my Velcro dot. Right, I want to put a Velcro dot on. Keep it shut. Don't ask me where I get these because I can't remember. Probably eBay. I got Velcro dots on eBay. Right, and about there. About there, what do you reckon? Does that work? Oops. Get in there, you beastie. See? That's what happens when you don't wait for it to dry properly and it's not stuck. You end up pulling it apart at the seams. Right, let's see, there's my sticky on. Right, because of the wonderful things he does. Oops, sorry, I forgot where I was and I sang. That's what I do whenever I am crafting. I sit and sing along with the radio, even though my singing is rubbish. because I use an e-bosser, it's noisy. I have already done my die cutting, okay, and these two come on the last one. I just put this one on, and then I was looking at them and I had an epiphany. I thought, what would that look like on top of that? And I thought that would be pretty. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it pretty. I can't purr the way my daughter does. She makes it roll off her tongue. Oops, get up. Is that even Stevens? Do you reckon? It's that way slightly. There we go. Right, and for these two little flowers, all I did was take an embossing tool and rolled them one way in the middle of my hand, and took it back and rolled them the other way to make them sit up a bit. Okay, and I thought on this one I would try, I forgot to get the other two kits, that's right, wait, yeah, pull for these ones. See if that holds it in. I wondered on this one what it would look like if I put a heart on first. That one's too big. What about that one? Same as I think it would be a nice Valentine gift. I can't see. What do you think? Why not? Not do any harm. It'll not do any harm. I want to stick this flat because I'm putting my sentiment on dimensionals. Okay. Where are the dimensionals? Can't find them. Oops, there's again. I'm not used to being quiet while I'm crafting. My son's room's next door. He's a big grown-up boy and he keeps coming and complaining at me for making too much noise. Oops. Then these two wee flowers are going on here. And this one. So I'm sorry I didn't do the stamping and embossing on screen, but I needed to die cut them. So I needed them out first. So I showed you which stamp I used. Did I show you which dies I used? Probably not. I used the little flower die. And the other two I used were, this made the fancy bit. This one here is the fancy bit. And this one here is the sentiment bit. Oops, get off. And the only thing I would do now is put on a couple of gems in the middle of those flowers, but I can't find them, so I'll do that off screen. So that is my second tutorial, and I hope you like it. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I didn't realise how important it is to thumbs up people. because they need it for encouragement. So I'm going to be doing it every time I like a video from now on. So thank you, bye bye.